Welcome to the Virtual Strategic Solutions Virtual Reality Simulation System. Accessing Legacy Dataset. Files loaded. Simulation ready. The nucleus of the Nuka-World amusement park, Nukatown USA, opened on May 1st, 2050, alongside Kiddie Kingdom. Nuka-World's opening day saw tremendous success, with over 40,000 tickets sold. Due to this overwhelming success, plans to expand Nuka-World were immediately set in motion. The locale hosted several attractions for families, including eateries like Cappy's Cafe, Fizztop Mountains Grill and The Parlour, various shows at the Bradburton Amphitheatre, and the Cola Cars Arena and Nuka-Cade for more interactive entertainment. Nukatown was also the site of the personal office of Mr. John Caleb Bradburton, the inventor of Nuka-Cola and founder of the Nuka-Cola Corporation. Nukatown became the hub of activity in the valley after the Great War, featuring its market and the living quarters of the traders who chose the park as their home. After 2286 and Coulter's forcible takeover of the area, it is still the center of life in the vicinity, but with raiders, the disciples, operators and the pack at the top of the social hierarchy and the enslaved former denizens at the bottom. The gangs enslaved the settlement's residents with the use of shock collars, forcing them to perform all manual labor around the park. However, once their takeover was complete, the raiders' expansion stagnated under the leadership of overboss Coulter, with the three gangs remaining mostly within the confines of Nukatown USA and their respective camps. Seeking to expand their reach and gain more power for themselves, the gang's leaders and Coulter's second-in-command Porter Gage conspired to seek an outside party to assume command over the raider gangs and lead them to further conquests. Nukatown USA continues to be a thriving trading post, with the Nukatown market as its central hub. To the west is the Bradburton Amphitheatre, home of the pack. To the immediate north is the Parlour, which serves as the base for the operators. Beyond the Parlour to the north is Fizztop Mountain, controlled by the disciples, and Fizztop Grill, which serves as overboss Coulter's home. The area also includes centres of entertainment, such as Cappy's Cafe, the Nuka-Cade, and the Cola Cars Arena, which is the final stage of the gauntlet endured by unsuspecting travellers for Coulter's amusement. An enclosed space built in the courtyard of Nukatown USA, the market is the trading hub for Nuka-World, where travellers who pay protection can come and purchase the stocks and services offered by the enslaved traders. From the southern entrance and moving clockwise, there is a livestock pen that sometimes hosts the nomadic trader Caitlin Alden, Aaron Corbett's weapons stall and weapons workbench, Shelby Chase's general store and armor workbench, Mackenzie Bridgman's clinic, and Maddox's chem shack and chemistry station. In the center of the market is some scaffolding where raiders watch the enslaved merchants. Caitlin is a wandering trader who makes frequent stops to Nukatown USA's trading post. She works as Shank's informant, relaying any information she acquires on her travels. The sole survivor initially encounters her at Nukatown USA's front gates, talking with Shank. Following this conversation, she will proceed inside the market, where she will then peddle her wares. Aaron was one of the original settlers of Nuka-World. When Coulter's raiders arrived and took over, he was enslaved. He continued to work as a weapons merchant. Despite being closely watched, he is not afraid to express his discontent with his current life as a slave. If he is freed after open season, he still remains cynical, but seems to be warming up to the sole survivor, as he mentions how everyone owes you one. Shelby is a nervous slave in the Nukatown market, acting as the general trader for the area. Shelby generally keeps her head down while supplying general goods to those looking to trade, but shows some small relief over Coulter's death. Mackenzie originates from a settlement west of Nuka-World. Sometime before Coulter took over the theme park, his gang attacked Mackenzie's settlement. She successfully negotiated a ceasefire in order to tend to the wounded on both sides, including Coulter himself. After Coulter secured the theme park, he returned for Mackenzie and offered her a deal. Work for him and his gang would leave her settlement alone. She accepted his offer, put on an exploding collar, and now works as a doctor in the Nukatown market. Even though she is a doctor and has shown a commitment to some form of the Hippocratic Oath, having provided life-saving treatment to the raiders who were attacking her settlement, and to her captors at Nuka-World, Mackenzie is eager to be rid of the raiders, and even suggests that the sole survivor kill them, if that means freedom for the Nuka-World traders. Maddox is a former raider who decided to quit the lifestyle after nearly dying during an altercation. Having a rough start trying to live straight and being kicked out of a few settlements prior, he eventually settled in Nuka-World prior to the arrival of Coulter and the Nuka-World raiders. Since then, he has been enslaved and put to work in the market as the local chem dealer, selling staple selections and his own brewed experiments, despite no longer indulging in their use himself. He provides the sole survivor with Carmex silk in return for 10 bloodworm meat. Speaking to him with the meat in one's inventory will replace the unsure with "give bloodworm meat." Once handed over, he will say he'll get to work on making that special Carmex blend, and to check back with him later. After 24 hours, speak to him, rather than allowing him to speak to the player character, to receive 3 Carmex silk. Next time his inventory restocks, he will have it for sale. Simulation completed. Please exit the pod, or have a technician select another file.